Today we're going to have a look at the new chair from Kinnarps, which is called Espera. Welcome, I'm Olivier Girard, ergonomist, posture therapist, author of the Posture Manual and creator of the Posture Academy. This is the type of chair that we're going to find more and more in modern offices for two reasons. Number one, most offices now implement flexdesk, i.e. non-attributed workplaces, meaning that every day you go into a new location, at a new workplace, meaning you change your chair every day. And companies have, a lot of them at least, observed rightly that people don't adjust their chair. Therefore, they're asking manufacturers to develop chairs with less functions that are easier to adjust. And that is one of the reasons why Kinnarps has developed this model. The other reason why it has developed this model is that it was missing in the range of chairs that it had a good mesh system. So the basic of Espera is always mesh, and you can have a small foam fabric covering, but it always stays on this mesh structure. And what we see is that therefore they have developed two different variants in terms of reinforcing the mesh. You see, the problem with mesh backrests is their durability. I mean, as it's elastic, it tends to get old and not support your weight well. So they have this version with a lumbar support that can be adjusted in height, but also in depth. When I'm screwing in this direction, it goes deeper. Or that simple plastic bar here. Yeah? So same chair, different mechanisms. Regarding the functions, we have here the height adjustment. You see that this chair goes even higher than the Capella, which I've reviewed recently, and it goes fairly low. Yeah, I'm not sure that someone who is 150 would touch the floor, but it's say too low for me, who is 173. Other function under the seat pan to the right is the seat depth adjustment. At the minimum, I have one full four-finger space behind the knee fold. So this is characteristic of a chair which is going to be really quite inclusive, meaning short people will easily be able to reach the backrest. What's interesting and actually quite comfortable is that there's no tilt resistance. It's kind of automatic. You see, you do nothing else than lock and unlock. Now let's compare the versions. You see, this one here, when the lumbar support is at the lowest position, is honestly already here in my mid back, whilst I would like it here. So for me, that system is so-so because it's too high. The other system is in this sense much better, because here it's lower than my belt, here it's higher than my belt, meaning that more or less everybody will be able to adjust it at the right height. However, this one can become quite quickly aggressive, especially if it's pushed forward a lot. So my advice is that you don't pull it forward too much. It stays fairly hard. There's a mini foam layer, but you feel that you're really quite pushed. If you feel that you're too pushed, that can be one of the reasons to slide slightly the seat pan. And the result of sliding the seat pan is that you're going to sit a bit less against the backrest, and therefore this one is going to feel a bit less aggressive. But compared to a chair like Capella or like Plus, yeah, definitely this is less comfortable, but it does its job to support your belt. The chair comes with different types of armrests. You see, it can be just adjustable in height, back and forth, or in height, sideways, back and forth, and this is a bit more padded then this is hard plastic, or it can come without armrests at all. Now, compared to Capella, which was feeling very soft, this one feels like German cars, you know. It feels like, you know, quite stiff. It's not uncomfortable, but it's a different sitting comfort. So, conclusion, who is this chair good for? Well, this chair is good for people who like firm seats, that's number one, and it's mainly good for what it was designed for, which is flex desk and working from home. When you need a chair which is easy to use, which is simple, and which does good the job of holding your belt, but not in that version, in this version. Yeah, the one where you can really slide and adjust the depth of the lumbar support. With or without armrests, well, I would say it's mainly a matter of price and space. At work, I would definitely take the armrests. At home, you know, this is a more compact chair than its friend with the armrest. So, you know, sometimes for home, it's good enough to take a chair that holds your belt well and no armrest, end of the story.